If you are a Nigerian, you will know that we are a special breed of people. We are very unique. We are this, there are, Nigerians, Jamaicans, Black Americans, and other unique people. Nigeria, you find Nigeria in that category. Um, First of all, this nature is built, we got here either the way our society is structured, the way our multicultural, multi-ethnic society is composed, the way the colonialists kind of lumped us together. So that amalgamation has formed a unique set of people. We are very loud, we are very hardworking, we are very outspoken, highly opinionated. You know, a lot of people like us, and a lot of people don't like us. You understand? Um, there's this thing that is associated to with Nigerians, or attributed to Nigerians, especially in the West, and that is not really in the West, essentially the world over, but 90% in the West, and that thing is fraud, deceit, lies. Okay. Now, Nigeria is a country of about 230 million people. You would think that half of the population is into that. No, only about less than 1%, or let's say 1% of Nigerians give the rest of us a bad name. What am I saying? Recently, this couple of days, there's a guy in Nigeria called Reno Omokri. Some of you will know him. Those of you non-Nigerians, if you follow Nigerian news, recent news, you'll see, you must have heard about him. Now, this guy was a presidential advisor, and one of these people, in Nigeria, it's not like you have to attain a certain level before you are given a job. No, it's I know you, I know your father, or I know your mother, or somebody slept with somebody, then you get a position. So this guy, somehow he found his way into being um, a presidential, some type of assistant or spokesperson, whatever. Okay. For me, I don't know who, I know that, like, when I was younger, Reno and I were about the same age, or I'm a little bit older than him. Okay. Now, you would expect somebody like that to have integrity, somebody who has been exposed to have integrity, somebody who has rubbed shoulders with uh, government officials. In some capacity, he was able to rub shoulders with foreign dignitaries because he was around the president. Okay. Now, why am I saying this? Recently, there's an American guy who went to Nigeria and exposed this guy. A lot of Nigerians have opinion about this Reno Omokri. Okay, they have exposed him in online, in newspaper editorials, and he has this disposition of arrogance, disposition of an arrogant person. You understand? So well-natured Nigerians like me, we find him distasteful. We find him, not somebody who you can really depend on. Like I said, we Nigerians were loud in the sense that you will not feel our presence where we are. But some people take it a notch higher, like this guy. What do I mean by that? They begin to claim to be who they are not. They begin to claim to have what they don't have. They claim to have to know who they don't know. And this is how they end up giving the rest of us a bad name. Now, recently there's this news that, oh, there's Christian genocide in Nigeria. A lot of Christians are being killed by um, Islamic terrorists. That is true, by the way. Okay. But the thing is that they're not even killing only Christians, they are killing Muslims. More Muslims die from terrorists in Nigeria because it happens in that northern Nigeria where it's predominantly Muslims. But Nigeria, like I said earlier about our multiculturalism, multi-ethnic, we mingle a lot. So in that area, you tend to find Christians also. Now, when this Reno Omokri is like, if you feed him here, he'll be your friend. Your enemy feeds him over there tomorrow, he'll switch and go over there and be a friend of your enemy. When he was with the previous administration of Goodluck Jonathan, the guy that brought him to prominence, um, he was saying that the terrorism in Nigeria is caused by uh, Islamic terrorists. Okay, it's caused by Islamic terrorists. And all of the arguments, all of the noise he made that time, now he has switched from that administration to this current administration. This current administration of APC, Reno Omokri insulted, made so much noise that the administration is corrupt, the political party that is in power is corrupt. Now, to the extent that the previous president kicked him, not they kicked him out, but for fear of being arrested, Reno Omokri ran away and went to America to live in America. During that time, he was always online, making noise, criticizing the current president, criticizing the current president, criticizing the political party, criticizing. He didn't have a job essentially, so he had to, make himself relevant by making so much noise. Guess what? That administration ended. The new administration that we have now came in. Reno Omokri, that has been criticizing this president we have, that has been criticizing this political party. He came back to Nigeria and permanently placed his lips on the asses. I'm sorry, permanently planted his lip on the behind of the on the posterior of this present administration. Okay? As if that's not enough, he's now kind of escalating this Christian genocide in Nigeria. Why? Because he needs attention. He now went and made friends with some Americans and brought them to Nigeria. You understand? Tried to elevate his profile. And why am I saying this? Why am I making this? Because the guy that he brought, Americans are very, I'm not saying they are, especially white America. I'm not saying everybody is perfect, but 8 times out of 10, these people are if they see that the road they are going, or the road you are taking them is not straight and narrow, it's not perfect, they will speak up about it. Reno thought that these guys are like corrupt Nigerians that you can use to destroy the country, or use to divert attention, or use to change the narrative. But this guy is not like that. He called out Reno Omokri. This is what a lot of Nigerians have known about this guy. Over the years, okay? Reno Omokri is one of those Nigerians that gives the rest of us a bad name internationally, that gives Nigerians a bad image. Like I said, they are very loud when they don't really have to be loud. They claim to be this when they are not. They claim to know this when they don't. They claim to be religious when they are not, because it's easy to deceive any Nigerian who is highly religious. It's easy to deceive them. Flash, put a cross in front of them, and you can successfully empty their pockets. And in the process, you can even empty their brains, because that's the level. That's how far we've gone down. So Reno Omokri has been able to do this over the years with Nigerians. I think it has finally caught up with him. Okay. He went to America and was making videos of him driving expensive cars, claiming that they are his cars. Is, all of this nonsense, arrogance that Nigerians have. A lot of Nigerians have this, oh, I have the biggest car. I have iPhone 17. Then when they take a picture, they stand. You see them standing with the whole phone, as if that's an achievement, the whole phone in your hand. Vanity. We celebrate vanity, a lot of us in Nigeria. Some of you, because you think that you wear fine clothes, that is it. Your character is in the toilet. So this guy has been able to bamboozle a lot of people until this American guy came to Nigeria and exposed him. Now everybody is talking. But my point is that, why do we have to wait for an external person, somebody from another country, to come and expose charlatans in our country before we speak up? This is a guy, Reno Omokri, that Nigerians worship. If he passes here now, you see all the youth worship. But now that somebody from abroad has exposed him, everybody now is talking about it. When we were saying these things about criminal Nigerians, stupid Nigerians, those who destroy our country with their actions, with their words, with negative decisions they've made, we don't say anything. Like I've always said, 95% of Nigeria's problem is not the government, it's Nigerians. Okay, it's Nigerians. We have been corrupted by charlatans parading themselves as religious leaders, traditional leaders, criminal politicians. We have not learned our lessons 65 years after independence. When are we going to learn our lessons? When? I gotta go. Leave a comment if you feel like. Subscribe also. Thank you.